And now, back to Toucher and Hardy on the Sports Hub.
I don't mean to talk over the Mercedes commercial. I mean, fine, I'll buy the Mercedes. You got me. Have you all seen the commercial?
Fine, I'll invest. I'll invest with you, Fisher Investments.
The woman comes out of the house and there's a big bow in the Mercedes, and then the husband says, "Pull my finger." You remember the big "Pull my finger" Mercedes campaign that was very big in the 80s. Those luxury car brands couldn't get farting was the real regal thing to do back then, but times have changed. So scientists at the University of Maryland, the reason that Hardy played that song is because it is Hardy the Summer of Farts.
Yeah. Oh, y'all. I'm sorry. Do you want?
And then it fades.
Let's fade.
Yeah, you got to fade out. You can't just end. You got to have something to talk over. So it is the summertime of farts. What are you talking about? This is so immature. Is it? Let me tell you this. Scientists at the University of Maryland have created smart underwear, the first wearable device designed to measure human flatulence. By tracking hydrogen and flatus, the device helps scientists revisit long-standing assumptions about how often people actually fart. It also opens a new window into measuring gut microbial metabolism in everyday life. One more paragraph. For decades, physicians have struggled to help patients with intestinal gas complaints. As gastroenterologist Michael Levitt, known in the field as King of Farts, wrote in 2000, it's virtually impossible for the physician to objectively document the existence of excessive gas
Not true.
currently available in tests. That was the problem in 2000. So since the year 2000, at least, Michael Levitt, who we had on the show, has been obsessed with the problem that even the great Ben Franklin wrote about. And it's true. Farts. So we had him on, and he's doing this study with the University of Maryland. And forever what had doomed these kinds of projects was, sure, they had a fart monitor, but it's not practical. It's huge. It's too cumbersome. People won't wear it. So, smart underwear comes to the rescue. And Hardy, you are holding the package in your hand right now.
From the University of Maryland, addressed to Nick Gemelli, Toucher and Hardy show. And it is time to see what we have here.
It's a very small envelope.
The unboxing, that's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be.
It would be something like that.
I thought it was going to be like in a refrigerated, styrofoam.
Preserve the monitor,
like when they get a kidney, like in the mail. I understand what you're saying. You thought it was going to be a whole medical operation.
All right, so we have...
Oh, it's a brochure.
We have two... Oh, this is the Human Flatus Atlas Participant Guide.
Okay.
So you want to take one of those?
Right.
There are two of them in here because presumably there are two.
Okay, and this is obviously, they really dumbed it down for people. The Human Flatus Atlas Protocol, otherwise known as the fart meter, they have the stages of you, Adolfo and Nick, what they'll be doing.
Okay.
And I'll hold this up for the cameras on YouTube so you can see this is all legit.
It's a flow chart thing happening there. I like that.
I will show everyone. This is like a very consumer-friendly guide. It just shows you that you don't have to be a scientist to wear the dang thing. It says, pre-wearing, you receive the smart underwear. Check. Then you will have to download the Human Flatus application, Nicholas, which you have. All right, come in here then.
The Human Flatus...
If you have it, come in here already.
The Human Flatus Atlas app.
All right, so Nicholas is on his way in. He had to dot some I's and cross some T's before he could make the trip into the studio. Not easy for him to move, as he is...
Here he is.
Very short-legged and big-butted. His thighs rubbed together, and he is sat down. He has a look of concern on his face. Nick, what is troubling
My
you?
thighs do not rub together.
Yes, they absolutely do. What is concerning you? You have a look of concern on your face.
No, nothing. There was
right.
stuff over here.
Well, control that. It's off-putting. All right, so you have the app.
Yes, I do.
All right, can you tell us a little bit about what the app says?
Well, it says before wearing, plug in the smart underwear and wait for status LED to turn green.
Okay. Now, do you have the patience to do that?
Yes.
Okay, so you can wait until it charges. You're not too gung-ho.
I am. I'll wait until it charges.
Now, do you think they have mail service where Adolfo lives? Do you think that there's actually a gentleman or woman that could hand this machine off to him when we send him one?
There's a P.O. box situation, I'm guessing.
Okay. Because
there is a Wallach charger in the package.
A Wallach charger?
You took one of the devices out, Nicholas?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
So it's all
Nicholas,
charged.
Yeah, Nicholas had to get his little hands on that thing.
This is the Human Flatus Atlas device.
It's almost microscopic.
And that is what it looks like.
Okay.
Size of a nickel.
Well, yeah, a nickel, or what it looks very similar to is if you get like an Apple tag that you put on someone's car that you're stalking.
Yep.
So you can make sure that they're not going anywhere that you don't like.
And also, very thoughtful, included in the package are a bunch of Purell wipes.
Yeah. Right.
I can understand that.
Because obviously, like if you have a third party touching the Flatus apparatus, you don't want to have any problems with that. Right. All right, so Nicholas, it just said to charge it?
Yeah.
Okay, there's nothing else in that app.
No, okay, so you have to scan two things here. You have to scan this QR code to download, and then you're going to have to open the app and scan another code to identify you as the one
That's
user.
right.
So you've done all that.
Yeah.
All right, so you've not done that yet. So you are in the pre-wearing stage still.
Right.
Okay,
Yes.
well,
Now,
there's a lot of work to do.
There's a lot of work to do, and unfortunately, I think we're going to have to send the other one to Adolfo and have them should we have them log on at the same time?
Yes, we need the study to be accurate, but there is some legwork in this. It's not just about wearing it. You have to photograph all food with the app, everything that you consume.
Yeah, which I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's going to be interesting, too, to see what Nicholas puts in that body of his every day. Well, and Adolfo, too.
Yeah.
That is actually like a little bonus.
Yeah.
Who knows what Adolfo
Yeah, I was
eats
just going to
every day.
say, I think it's more for the Adolfo discovery than Nicholas.
This will be fun. What we would like you to do, in addition to uploading your photos, I'm guessing you have to upload into the app, please send them to a group text as well. Mm-hmm. So when you upload that photo, also send it to us so we can be monitoring ourselves.
Do you want me to share it on the Instagram?
No.
No.
Okay. If you're directed to at some point in the study, and we might tell you to do that, but certainly not. This is privileged information.
Okay.
For now.
Fred, I direct your attention to the middle page of the brochure where it shows where the sensor is to be worn. And that
can be described as the taint.
I believe it's north of the taint, or south, so to speak.
Oh,
they want that sensor.
I want it right up.
I guess I thought it was going to be like on the band, maybe, of your underwear.
Yeah, and behind there. Yeah, that makes more sense. Boy, they want up close and personal, man. They don't want to miss anything.
Right up there.
Attach the smart underwear to your underwear before getting dressed, but do it before you get dressed, okay?
Okay.
Locate the section on the underwear near the back of the crotch. So this is the taint. Start with the black snap, use the white snap, and then you put it on. But you will have to, this is interesting because this gets fun. You're going to have to photograph all your food with the app.
Yeah.
Now, do you think this is going to change how you eat because you know that we'll be able to see everything that you eat?
Well, do I try to eat more food
well,
with
we
higher
can play
fiber?
with it. I mean, we can play with it. Obviously, we can find out. I want a baseline first. I certainly think that's the way science would do it.
I want crab cakes and broccoli day one. That's what you have for breakfast.
Nicholas, you eat whatever you want, but you keep it normal because we'll see. We can start playing with it. We can start seeing if we can manipulate it a little bit with what you eat. But at first, I just want to know what you two eat. That, for some reason, is interesting.
You want a
to me.
baseline. Sure.
Yeah, I need a baseline of your normal behavior.
So during the study, you will wear the smart underwear all day and all night for 3 days.
Yeah.
It's okay to briefly remove the smart
Not in my opinion.
Never wear
Tape it to inside your butt cheeks in the shower.
Never wear the smart underwear through a security screening.
Yeah. So that leaves Nick out because he's flying all over.
When connected correctly, the status LED blinks blue once, then blinks red repeatedly. Might take up 5 seconds to see the blue flash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And don't confuse that to the fart you're lighting, which we've learned are not blue blazers. Interesting, huh?
Well, it depends. If you live in, we were informed that if you live in Europe, it lights up differently than if you live here.
Our diets are so we have so many similarities, but so many differences in our diets.
Your smart underwear kit includes 3 Purell hand sanitizing wipes. After each day wearing the device, use one to wipe the device clean. You can also use a damp paper towel.
Nick, which will you use? Will you use the Purell wrap or will you use the damp paper towel?
I think I'm going to use the wipe they provided.
Good. Yeah, you want to keep it clean.
Yeah.
Do not wear the smart underwear when going through security checkpoints, airports, borders, courthouses, participating in strenuous exercise, especially cycling.
That's a problem.
Well, you're going to have to adjust your lifestyle a little bit for this thing.
Don't wear it when it could get wet, showering or swimming.
Yeah.
And don't wear it if it's damaged, hot to the touch, or has been washed.
Wouldn't it be funny if his balls lit on fire due to this? All right. Well, Nicholas, it's very exciting. We have the fart monitors. Now we're going to have to send one to Adolfo, which requires getting Adolfo's address. Adolfo, text me your address so we can get this down to you post-haste.
Do you want me to start wearing it now?
No.
Okay.
No.
They said you have to wait till Adolfo gets it.
You have really no background in science. That would be asinine to have you start wearing it before Adolfo. It's 3 days.
This is all about science.
Okay. Sorry.
And then after so you only wear it for 3 days. So there's very little wiggle room in terms of what we can do. But post wearing it, you complete a final survey. So just know that's on the agenda, Nicholas.
Okay.
You'll be forced to write. All right. Well, I don't want to take this away from Nicholas, but they've really dummied it down for people like Nick wearing the fart monitor. And I'm excited that you're going to have to take a picture of your food.
Yeah.
Do you think that you're not excited about that?
I'm not excited about that.
If you took pictures of your food yesterday, what would you have taken pictures of?
Yesterday, I don't really remember. I do remember.
Nick, you remember what you eat if you could think about it.
Well, listen, I do remember. Well, I didn't remember actually eating I was told by my wife, eating 3 sub rolls and a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch overnight in my sleep. So
whoa.
Yeah.
When was
Hang
this?
on.
Last week.
Okay, whoa. How come you never mentioned this? You're becoming a little Adolfo-ish in your old age. All right, so your wife told you.
Yes.
She said, Nick, you won't believe it. Last night, what was going on? You ate 3 sub rolls in a whole box of...
Well, she was pissed because the day before she bought those sub rolls for dinner. We were making like meatball subs.
You were having
something.
bread.
And apparently, I ate the sub rolls before we even had that planned like dinner, and the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which she bought for herself.
Okay, so you ate it all in one night while you were asleep?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Do you do that? Do you sleepwalk?
I eat a lot.
So do you take Ambien or something?
No.
Melatonin?
No, please don't say it was melatonin or magnesium.
NyQuil Pure Z?
No. I do take melatonin, but not like not often enough to.
You're not taking magnesium too, are you?
No. No.
I can only. Well, he wouldn't be here today if he did that. He'd be in a coma.
How often does this happen?
Probably twice per week.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So twice a week in your sleep, and you don't remember any of this. You
No,
get up.
I don't.
You get up and you go to the kitchen.
I go to the kitchen, eat something, then go back upstairs, and I might bring something upstairs because she'll find it in bed.
my God.
And then,
And the reason twice in the last year,
But-
he's doing it twice a week.
You sleep eat twice a week.
yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
crap! You
But
understand?
then when I come down to get ready for work and stuff, I'll know if I ate something in the middle of the night. If there's like cereal on the couch or something, or food just like randomly around
so it's
the living
not
room.
just on the counter. You will go physically and go sit down.
So you black out. You're
Yeah.
essentially like blacked out. You're behaving in ways that you don't recall and really can't control. So you're walking around like in a blackout twice a week eating.
I think recently it's blackout. Sometimes I'm kind of awake, but really not awake, and I'm walking around like.
So you have no recollection of eating that bread and that cinnamon
When I
Toast
wake up
Crunch?
in the morning to get ready for work, no.
Okay, and
I'm
so-
walking down and I'm like, oh wow, there's an empty, bread bag, and it's a lot of the times it's bread. I don't know why. I love carbs apparently.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, yeah. I mean, you're not going to be able to have bread in the house. So you get up and you do all this. And does she hear you get up?
No. Sometimes she does.
And does she try to stop you from eating?
No.
She just lets you go.
But then
she knows to let you cook.
She knows. Sometimes there's been times I've gone into bed and she's like, "Oh, what did you eat this time?" And I'm like, "Mrr."
And you've never done anything else except for eat.
"What's up?"
You've never done anything else except for eat.
Most of the time it's just for eating.
Well, what is it the
what's
other
something
times?
else that you would do when you're sleepwalking?
Oh no, it's mainly just eating.
And this is, have you asked the doctor why you're getting
No.
up and not
Of course
remembering?
No.
It's of no concern to you that you're doing things that you're not aware of in the
It's
morning.
definitely concerning, especially like eating bread in the middle of the night is probably not good for your.
But that would be the least of my concerns, the bread. It doesn't really matter what you're eating.
Yeah, I don't know why it's just bread. It's because you're a little fat girl. That's why. Say it. Say I'm a little fat girl. That's why I eat bread in the middle of the night in my sleep.
It doesn't, even if you ate apples, it's not what you're eating that would be my concern. It was that it's happening.
yeah, it's
You're
dangerous.
getting up and
Nick.
walking around in a state of not fully consciousness.
I don't see what
that's concerning.
I don't see what the big deal is. It's not like I'm going out and like ganging the car while I'm sleeping.
Nick,
No,
Nick,
Nick,
you're
it's
moving
just
or
eating.
Nick, I know, but you're doing things that you're not aware of and
Yeah.
behaving in ways that you seem to have no recollection of control over.
Like if you have to go down a flight of stairs to do this is very dangerous.
Well, just anything. Like
Yeah.
if you were doing anything, if you were literally just getting up and like folding clothes, just that you're behaving in
I would
ways.
ask my doctor about it. Wouldn't you?
If it happened the second time, yes, I would.
Second time in a week?
I would go, yes, this seems like a severe, and this sleep can't be any good. I mean, if you're asleep walking around eating, I don't think you're in a REM sleep or a deep sleep.
It's not great.
No, I don't. And
It's not great.
Yeah. You got to get a Whoop. I wonder what the Whoop would say. The Whoop has been very stern with me lately.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's been like you're not getting this chemical release because you're not pushing yourself. But so yeah, I mean, so obviously you're not getting good sleep.
Nope.
You're also like, I mean, you could wake up and it could be a real bloodbath. I mean, you could be, you could walk out a window, you could get behind the wheel. Who knows what you could be doing? It's just.
Well, I never
resigned to
thought.
eating
I've
right
never
now.
thought about that.
Of course you haven't.
Yeah.
You're a real deep
And
thinker.
It's mainly just been isolated food.
And you didn't panic the first time that this happened.
No. Mainly, I just go downstairs and just see the food, and I'm like, oh man, again.
Wouldn't you be out of your mind,
Petrified.
freaked out,
Scared the crap out of me if that
you woke
happened.
up and you knew that you had been walking around your house doing
Oh,
stuff,
my God.
and you had no recollection of doing it. It's bad enough when you get like blacked out drunk and do something like that, but at least you know you got blacked out drunk.
Nick, you got to see someone about this.
Fine.
Well, first of all,
How's he
let's-
going to photograph what he eats when he's asleep? This is a real problem.
Oh, good call.
We need security cameras in the kitchen.
It's going to have to be, Nick, give us access to some security cameras all around your house,
Too.
especially the B room.
Well, the problem is that, like, am I photographing every single thing I eat?
Yes.
during
That's the
day?
point.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Well, no,
Oh, man,
what would be
this is
the
going to suck.
Nick? What would be
Pop-Tarts.
Nick? What would be the other option if you weren't
I thought it was
taking
just
photographs
meal.
of everything you ate? Why would you take a photograph of anything
I guess
you
I
ate?
don't really eat like 3 meals per day.
Yeah, but I don't know how that means anything to the University of Maryland. They want to know what you're eating.
Boy. Okay.
God, it's got to be good to be Nick. He's so carefree. He just gets up, he eats. How long has this been going on?
Years.
Just walking around in a blackout,
Twice a
waking
week.
up in the morning.
Yeah. Maybe it might have been more. I'm not sure.
We're genuinely concerned, Nick.
All right, I want to have. All right, John, we're not that concerned. All right, Nick, I want to talk to your wife tomorrow.
Okay.
Your whole family's been calling in recently, except for your father, who you're estranged from.
He doesn't talk to me.
That's called
He's not
estranged.
talking to me.
All right. Well, I don't know what you did, but it was certainly not good. Maybe you called him while you were blacked out in one of your sleepwalks.
Nick, you called me and said all kinds of crazy nonsense. But there ain't no cure for the summertime.
I can't believe you just came out and said for years I've been getting up and eating and have no recollection of when I eat.
Twice a week.
Twice a week, and you've never mentioned it one time. We do a show every day, and this has never been brought up.
I know.
All right.
I'm kind of surprised I haven't brought it up.
All right. Well, Nicholas, thank you. We look forward to getting you that fart monitor and finding out more about this sleep eating that you've been doing, which seems like a big concern. But Nick just can get through life. He doesn't really care what happens. It doesn't really matter to him. He just, for years, he's just been like, oh, it's just something that happens. It's just something that I do. Most people be petrified, but Nick is absolutely fine. All right.
Footloose and fancy free.
I mean, there's a lot of people that want to talk about this. I wonder if we should push Ian Brown. Yeah, I think we got to push Ian Brown because I'm going to take these phone calls. This is pretty weird. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
When it comes to the show, Hardy thinks the same way you do.
Nothing happened.
He's got the same questions.
Where is the story?
And the same opinions.
Boring.
And he's back with Fred on the Sports Hub.
We were just talking to Nick. We have these fart things that we can put on him. And he's going to put them on. And we said you have to take pictures of your food. And then Nick just blurts out that, and I don't even know some of the things I eat. And I say, what are you talking about? He goes, I get up in the middle of the night. And I apparently, without my knowledge, I go in and I eat a bunch of food and then get back into bed. And I had a friend who texted me and he made a good point. He goes, what if you're at a hotel? Or, you're not at home. What if you're walking around some strange environment? Like, what if you got up like in a hotel in your boxer shorts and your balls are out and you're just walking around? Like, I don't know the level of unconsciousness that you're in when you're walking around in a sleepwalk state. And Hardy and I were talking about it off air, and there's witnesses to us sleeping. I don't recall ever. Or I've certainly never been told by anyone that I've been getting up in the middle of the night and walking around, let alone going and doing things. And the idea that Nick it never occurred to him to ask someone about this over the years and years it's been going on, it makes me very jealous of him and jealous of his brain, because this is the opposite of catastrophizing things. This is like a foxhole bunker mentality. Like one of these dopes that didn't care about being in World War II. You ever hear about them? Like there'd be these happy guys, and they'd be like getting shelled and bombarded in these bunkers, and everyone's like freaking out, and there'd be like two guys that are just like la da 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 da.
And what's really concerning is I think this is now kind of infected his wife, Brittany, who appears to be like a very intelligent and thoughtful person. She's been so desensitized by finding him covered in feces, half dead, moaning in ecstasy, that now the fact that he gets up twice a week in the middle of the night to gorge himself on carbs doesn't even move the needle for her anymore.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
I mean, let alone a full box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
You didn't eat the whole box.
He ate the whole box. He said, I ate a box
of it, yeah.
He's not smiling in there, by the way.
No, this happened.
Let's go to Jimmy. Go ahead.
Yeah, so first I think we have found out why our friend Nicholas is so buxom. All those carbs every night are going straight to that big old booty. And I think what would be a clever idea, and I apologize, I don't want to tell anybody how to do anything, but I really think there's an opportunity here for the Toucher and Hardy Instagram page if we get one of those Nest cameras and put that in the old kitchen and living room of Nick's house just to see what's doing.
Yeah,
Thanks, boys.
I would assume there is some problems given that there's a wife and kids. But if it was Nick on his own, I would like to have a big brother situation where we're monitoring him at all times. But I think that there might be some ethical challenges given the children that are us two.
I wonder if just knowing the camera was there, though. Like, okay, we're just going to plug it in when you go to bed. No one else is going to be up in the middle of the night. If subconsciously knowing it were there would prevent you from doing this.
I would think for most people it would, but it wouldn't for Nick because Nick doesn't seem to have a care in the world.
It probably would. And if I'm staying at a hotel or something, I won't do it. If I'm in a comfortable place, if I'm at home or something, then I'll most likely go downstairs.
How many times have you been in a hotel in the last year?
Last year? In the last year, probably once or twice, maybe.
Okay,
once.
so you spent one night at a hotel.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have the whole background of the sample size of the one night.
But this has been happening for years.
Right. So at home, two days a week, you'll get up and eat without any knowledge of it.
Right. Yes.
But the one time that you were at a hotel, it didn't happen. So you can't remove the idea that this could possibly happen, that in a strange environment,
I guess it could happen. Yes. Yeah.
And you certainly know that this doesn't have to just be eating. That's just what it is now. Mm-hmm. Do you go to bed hungry?
No. That's the thing. I don't.
No. So you don't deprive yourself of food all day and then you get up like and you're ravenous and your body is
would
like
make sense.
So I normally have something for breakfast and snack during the
first
show.
Yeah.
Late morning, early afternoon.
Right, you're always
we have
stuffing
dinner,
your face, right?
and then dinner, and basically that's it.
And then
those are
nighttime
meals.
snack before
not
before
including
bed.
the nighttime snacks.
Yeah. All right. So you had 3 sub rolls in a full box of cat.
I've never
cinnamon
done
toast.
that before, though. So that was a first.
Well, how often do you have sub
and
rolls
to the point
in the house?
Yeah.
Brittany,
It's like saying I've never done it in a
You
hotel.
might be betting 1,000. You don't know.
Stay in hotels.
meaning like Brittany was legitimately like pissed about that. And
I like that she was mad about the box of cereal and not about her husband
Wandering around at night.
without consciousness, eating stuff.
She's so used to it. That's why.
I know you've put the bar so low for her.
I know.
I mean, you really have. Like she's freakish in what she's had to put up with. All right, Fred, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, what's up?
Listen, I think this is all a ruse. I think that Nick's getting up in the middle of the night, fully conscious, eating all the food that his wife wants to have or eat, and he's like, "Oh, I was asleep." I think he's lying to get out of trouble.
And you think he brought it up, and this is why he has not mentioned it up until this point, and he brought it up kind of as like a message to her, like, look, because this just happened, and he's saying to her, look, I even said it on the radio, so it's got to be true. I get where you're coming from.
Exactly. He woke up and it was like, "Oh, honey, I know I ate all the food that you wanted, but I was asleep." And now he's like, "Oh, I'll bring this home big time and say it on the radio. She'll definitely believe me now."
It's a decent theory. If I thought Nick had one conniving or devious bone in his body,
Yeah, that's a long way to go for Nick,
I would
I think.
consider that. But
And plus, twice a week of having to sneak eating seems like a rather excessive. Like at a certain point, it's like hiding drinking. Like you're gonna, like at a certain point, it's up. Like you've been found out. Like, a couple nights a week for years and years is a pretty long con to eat a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
do you get nagged at all about what you eat like during the day? Are you she slapping food out of your hands?
No.
No, they got a baby, and that's time to get fat.
All bets are off.
Yeah, when you
I
have
agree.
a baby, it's just the least of your concerns is what you're eating. Dan, hello.
Hey, he has a history of this. I mean, when he went to that bachelor party, he got a little cut, and then it turned out, to attack his heart, and then he ended up in his own feces. If you keep sleepwalking, you're going to poo yourself.
Yeah, it's true. Have you pooed yourself again, Nick? Do you go to the bathroom? He's talking to all kinds
I have
of
not
people.
pooed myself.
All right, you have not.
No.
You don't get up nocturnal. You don't go to the bathroom in a daze.
Well, we don't know.
Yeah,
I do not.
Would your wife know if you were going number 2?
Would she know?
Yes. Would she know if you were unconsciously?
Could you
going
describe
poo?
what evidence might be left?
Right. Have you never pooed the bed?
Pooed the bed? No.
Have you ever peed the bed?
Maybe when I was a kid.
Well, not when you were a kid. I'm talking about recently.
No, not recently. No.
Interesting.
DA has shown up all of a sudden.
No, it's not DA. It's just it's Fred, and it's curiosity.
All right.
Not even on an accident.
Because what would be more likely, you getting up and eating a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, or a guy standing up and peeing on the bed? Because I've seen one and I haven't seen the other. I've seen plenty of guys get up, like open a closet and take a leak. Now they're wasted, but like I've seen that. There's a guy in my fraternity that slept with this girl, and he got up in the middle of the night and he peed on her, and it wasn't on purpose. He like thought he was in the bathroom, like not directly on her, but like in bed, like on the bed while she was in the bed. Which is an infamous story and was great fun the next day.
But most
she
of
was not pleased.
Yeah, but most of those involve like heavy drinking. Are you drinking a lot before bed?
Oh, Nick.
No.
We know you drink
not
after
really.
the show.
We know you day drink. Did you day drink yesterday? It was Monday.
When the cat's away situation, the mice will play?
You did.
I barely drink. During the week, I barely drink. But on the weekends, I might have a beer or two.
5, yeah.
Times that by 10. Nick, go ahead.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, what's up?
So, Fred, you said you were curious. My curiosity is, how did he eat the Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Fistfuls out of the box? Or was he sitting down with a bowl of milk and a
Excellent.
spoon?
Good
question.
That is
Really
a
good
good
question.
Yeah, out of the box because, okay, so you really probably are asleep.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't eat a whole box of cereal with your hands.
Right.
If you were awake. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yep.
What's also interesting, again, I go back to the idea that you live such an anxiety-free life. That this is just rolling.
This is no cause for concern.
Anxiety.
Like, what are you thinking about all day? Like, if you're not worrying about this, what's in your head?
Probably the kids. I don't know.
Because what's funny is, like, I occasionally I've known Nick long enough where I have to like give him like you're fine in terms of work, like you're not, like nothing's gonna happen to you. Like I've done that with Nick because I see Nick pacing around and I know that something's bothering him, so I'll text him and I'll go like, look, it's okay. I have the compassion to do that. But he's wasting his time worrying about that when there's something very real to be worrying about. Like, even if I was wasted and got up and was walking around and eating, I would be concerned. All right. Well, listen, Nick, you've really opened up a Pandora's box here. I'd like to talk to your wife tomorrow. 8 o'clock, please. I want to talk to her, and I want to know what's going on, and I want to know why you won't talk to your father. These are the two things that I need to know. We'll combine the two. No, I just want to talk to her about you getting up and eating.
Yeah, we can stick with that. There's plenty there.
Yeah, I'm just focusing on that. I'm kidding about the other thing. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
Why do people listen to Touch Your
Because it's a thing.
All right.
You know what I'm talking about.
Sure.
No idea what you're talking about.
Here's more of The Thing on the Sports Hub.
Peter Rosenberg of radio fame in New York City is going to be joining us in just a moment to talk about all this stuff that's going on with the Knicks in terms of their fan base's inexplicable positivity, which is, I'm finding to be very grating. He used to do 2 radio shows a day. He's on a lot of documentaries. He's on a lot of wrestling stuff, too. I know who he is. I was, when we saw the name, he's not like this guy who covers the Knicks as a beat writer who says, "I'll pass." When asked to do it.
I saw him pop up over the weekend, too. I'm like, oh, there he is.
It's just, again, it's not like you wouldn't do the show. I understand that, obviously. There's lots of things that I don't do. but I don't know if I would respond with all pass. I also wouldn't respond with anything. I would just ignore it before I would say all pass.
Something else that we probably need to address here, Fred, may have identified a trigger for John Wallach. Earlier, we were having the Patrick Ewing discussion, talking about the very tight T-shirt that he used to wear underneath. Listen very carefully here. See if you can identify something.
Ewing had like a girl's small on. You know, it was like ripping. It was almost Hoganing off of him. It was almost like the Hulkster in full Hulk mode.
I didn't even realize I was doing it.
John rubbing his hands. Now, I looked
Didn't
over at
even
Ryan
realize
in
it.
the moment, but John doing the very dry hand rubbing.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize
You
it.
need lotion.
And maybe there's something subconscious at play here. I need to get this under control.
I didn't realize this show was such a pressure cooker between Nick getting up in the middle of the night and eating and without his knowledge and John rubbing his hands together like a lunatic. It's like a real pressure cooker in here.
Boy, oh boy.
I didn't realize so much stress was upon the members of this show. Let me hear that again. Let me hear that again. John, you'll admit that this is audible. Now, I missed it. Ewing had like a girl's small on. You know, it was like ripping. It was almost Hoganing off of him. It was almost like the Hulkster in full Hulk mode.
There's no backtracking from that one. I heard that one.
I wonder what...
I don't know what it is.
What the trigger was there, why he started moving. I wonder if it's when you start talking about sports in the past. Like sports of his, I guess, his 30s in terms of youth. Like, I wonder if when he rhapsodizes about the past, if he rubs his hands together greedily. Do you have the first clip of his rubbing his hands together?
I don't. We could pull the Instagram clip and just play that, if you could please, Ryan, because that has both hand rubbing instances from that morning.
Okay, so what my theory would be based on that clip is that perhaps when rhapsodizing about, because you know his only interest is sports.
Is thinking back?
Yes, like to sports specifically, because we've gone over this. He was lying about the whole food thing. He's got no real interest in anything other than sports. He's admitted this much. And so maybe when he thinks about it, he starts rhapsodizing and he rubs his hands together.
Okay, let's hear the Instagram post.
It's a scramble where everyone hits and then they drop where the best ball is, and then everyone. My theory's out the window. That was just talking about the golf tournament. There's no rhyme or reason. Ewing had like a girl's small on. You know, it was like ripping. It was almost Hoganing off of him. It was almost like the Hulkster in full Hulk mode. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I wish there was a pattern to it so we could identify it, but it looks like John's just insane.
It seems that way last couple of weeks.
Do you moisturize?
No, apparently not enough. I thought I did, but apparently not enough.
Has your wife or your kids mentioned you rubbing your hands together?
No, never.
Because my father sucks his teeth, which might be the worst thing in the world. Like, that's like just a terrible, terrible noise. I take rubbing hands over that any day. But no one's ever mentioned to you that you rub your hands together.
Nope.
Well,
maybe it is a pressure cooker in here somehow. I don't know.
Maybe we should give you a complex
He's
about
very conscious about his hands now. Look at him.
You're like Charlie's uncle on Always Sunny. You're going to have to start wearing big fake hands. You can see my hands. You guys are unfamiliar. It's funny if you know. All right, Peter Rosenberg is going to join us in just a moment.